Okay, hey, this is Todd from Vermont Wine Media. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get posts out. It's just been really difficult. The satellite was working when we had the generator, but just doesn't have enough bandwidth to push up the movies, and I need to get into town to do it. And so yesterday was the first day I made it into Bethel. I'm standing here because later today, when a couple of friends show up, now that a lot of the more emergency stuff is done, we need to take this shed out of this brook. The neighbor's shed was pulled in there by the wash, and it's now pretty dangerous. There's a culvert right here that passes under the road, and you're on the mailbox. The house is right here, and the last time we had a flood, the little culvert that was here took the road out. So if this thing gets plugged, it'll be a real problem. So we're going to take care of that as soon as we can. So I wanted to give you a quick news report if I can. The vineyards, the wineries, as far as I know, they're all okay. I put out a request for damage reports, and aside from some extra moisture and some wind, it was okay. The wine distribution in the places where travel is good, people are getting their wine from their distributors, which is good news. In places where you can't get to, that's going to be a problem. Which brings up the point, we're okay because we keep a cellar and we make wine. But you know, we've been helping the neighbors. We were housing some people that lost homes. So we've been having big communal meals, and the community has really shown its spirit, which is a big part of this story in the long run. But we've had wine with every meal, and so the cellar's taking a bit of a beating. So when we can finally get out, we'll be able to start resupplying. So here's the deal. You can get in and out, but it is by no means regular traffic. This is not something a commuter would want to do. I live 8 miles from Bethel, down the river road here. And there's a washout just beyond, and 107 is gone on the other side. So the only route that's been opened up is a circuitous one that goes around up behind the mountain through basically what is third world road conditions. Some of them aren't even roads, they're just flattened spots in the stream bed, and you're going across rocks, and cars bottom out pretty easily, mufflers are lost, that kinds of things. And that's about a 30-mile trip. It took me an hour to get in there, where usually it only takes, maybe 15 minutes. So anyways, what that means is that there are a number of sections of Vermont that are still not in good shape for travel. It's pretty hairy, and as we travel on these temporary road beds, it's breaking them down, and with rain coming, that's going to be another big issue. So I don't want to discourage people from coming to Vermont. There are still a lot of places that are in very good shape. Northern Vermont is very good. For people in Vermont and outside of Vermont, check out 511vt.com. It's got maps of all the road situations, and that's a very informative website. Thank you very much for that. We have that. Just be prepared that whenever FEMA and the National Guard gets here, I guess they're on the other side of the mountain and they're working their way up, but there's no real details. When they get here, road traffic in this part of Vermont is going to shut down again, because they don't let traffic go through with the flaggers. They just go to work with big stuff. So we're looking at potentially being locked in again. So neighbors, keep helping your neighbors. People should supply up for anything they do need. And I think that's about it. Thanks for checking in, and I'll get posts up as best I can. Oh, and I need water, so I'm having it out of a Gerard Metz Gewürztraminer 2006 bottle today. It's making me feel a little bit better.